and made it intolerable. So, my cat wants out, but I can't stop this video because I'm trying to get all this in. But anyway, I've tried so many different, not just one day, but, many days, trying different things and trying to document what I was trying next. And, I started the half a dose of my 3 medications on the 8th of April by halving the 3 pills, halving them. And I did that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, to the 9th day. Which is, I made it past a week. Before I tried this, I barely made it 2 weeks, and I couldn't do it. It was too much. So I did a video on that day too. I did a 7 and an 8, but I hadn't posted those. I started, what I started to do was, I did so many things. I really, you make notes, but then when you go back and look at them, you go, what the heck? I really don't understand what I just wrote, what I had written down. But if you've been following my last 2, let me see if I can think about this. What I did was that, okay, I took a whole dose. And then I decided I would half it for 2 days and then take a whole the 3rd day. I did that 2 rounds, half, half, whole, half, half, whole. That wasn't working at all. I was still messed up. So then I decided, okay, I'm so against tapering because it's extreme, it's difficult, and it's long term. And like I said, people that even try to get off 1 pill spend years of their life, depending on the years that they've been on it, and their life is a living hell, and most of them don't even make it. So here I am. I'm on 3, and I decided, okay, I'm going to semi-taper. And that is, I still split the pill in half, but then I took the other half of the pill and split that in half. So in actuality, I was taking a 1/4 less of the full dose. And I did that, if I can get this correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And I said, I am waking up the same way with everything, that I was going through on the whole. No difference. No withdrawals, but that state of being so sedated that you can't function, and then the horrible thoughts, the negativity of I can't do this anymore, is a frightful place to be, because your thought process is one of hopelessness and despair, and there's no way out of this. You know, I don't know what I'm going to do to myself. You know, I just don't know. And then trying to take a half a dose, you know, I chickened out because the withdrawals were so bad and were progressing, you know, that I changed, you know, onto something else. And then I also tried this. Let me tell you. uh, the 17th day I started every night taking a half of my Rimron, a half of my Requip, and a whole dose of my Seroquel. Now I've been doing that for 3 days, and let me tell you about that. So this will bring us up to date where I'm at. I'm waking up instantly, having all that thought process and emotions just like I was, except that thought process and those emotions will dissipate, you know, after a while. It's not intense anymore. I can function a little better, but I'm still sedated, but I'm not in that terror state, you know, and thinking about the bad thoughts. And I'll just say what they are. It's like I'm wanting to end it. I'm exhausted, just so exhausted. I'm wore out. You know, it's not like this just started happening. This has been going on for quite some time. Through many things physically, worsening the mental, and then adding a new pill in the mix. It just has wiped my life out. You know, I don't want to do anything. I can't do anything. You know, it's I just can't live like that. In my last video, you could tell how frustrated I was. And although I was trying to stay positive in my head and knew I didn't want to end up in another facility, and I was willing to take the risk and just get through the withdrawals once and for all. I made that decision on Friday night because I talked about, you know, my sleeping. You know, I stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning, which is no good. And I've been doing that for so long now. 3 o'clock is better than what I was doing, which was, you know, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, or even, you know, almost noon, maybe noon. And a few times, you know, not even go to sleep at all until that night, you know. So boy, you talk about whacking yourself out. This isn't normal. This isn't healthy. And I'm so frustrated with myself because I can't get a handle on it. And I gotta say, the last couple days, after a lengthy time of not being on my Facebook, you know, I started back on my Facebook and, you know, started posting these documented videos and putting them public because that's the only way I have to do it. You know, and spending some time with my friends, and you know, at least trying to catch up to a few of them. But, you know, that went on for hours and hours, and that's another thing about being on Facebook. You know, so many people want to talk to you, or you have so many people that have commented that you're trying to catch up, you know. And like I said, I miss my, I have people that really do care, and they have really let me know that in so many ways with their words, just the words. You know the sincerity and the encouragement that a lot of them have, you know, are giving you, even though you're not wanting, you know, or expecting comments, because, you know, I'm using my Facebook to post these publicly for whoever out there can benefit. They are awareness, documented withdrawals from psychotic drugs and mental illness. So I'm not doing this in vain. You know, there's a purpose right now in my life, and that's what it is. I haven't been on Facebook today, and I haven't been able to post anything, because once I get on there, it's very difficult, you know, because people know when you're on there. I don't know how they do, but they do, and people want to talk to you, and you can't ignore that. I mean, you really can't, especially people that really care.